Kindness is a beautiful thing. It's about showing compassion, empathy, and generosity towards others. It's the small acts of kindness that can make a big difference in someone's life. We are often told to be kind. It's a value that is instilled in us from a young age. We teach it to our children, hoping they will grow up to be compassionate and caring individuals. But what happens when our kindness is met with disrespect? When our good intentions are misunderstood or taken for granted? It can be confusing and hurtful. It can make us question our actions and our worth. Why would someone treat us poorly when we are trying to be good? Why is kindness sometimes met with cruelty? This is the paradox of kindness, the duality of human nature. Sometimes people mistake kindness for weakness. They see it as a vulnerability. They see it as an opportunity to take advantage, to exploit the goodness in others. They might think they can walk all over you, that your kindness is a sign of weakness. Or they might not even realize they are being disrespectful. They might be oblivious to the impact of their actions. They might simply be used to people who don't stand up for themselves, people who let things slide. It's important to remember that kindness does not equal weakness. It is a strength. In fact, it takes a lot of strength to be kind, especially in the face of adversity. It requires courage and resilience. True kindness comes from a place of self-respect and love. It is rooted in a deep sense of self-worth. It should never come at the expense of your own well-being. Setting boundaries is a part of being kind to yourself. How do we know if we are being too kind? It's a question that many of us grapple with daily. It's a difficult balance. We want to be compassionate and understanding, offering our support to those in need, but we also need to protect ourselves. If you find yourself constantly bending over backwards for others, always putting their needs before your own, it might be time to reevaluate your boundaries. People pleasers often struggle with this. They find it hard to say no. They have a deep need to be liked and approved of. This need can drive them to seek validation constantly. They might say yes to everything, even when they don't want to. This can lead to a life where their own desires are suppressed. They might avoid conflict at all costs, fearing that standing up for themselves will lead to rejection or disapproval. While these qualities might seem kind on the surface, they can actually be detrimental in the long run. Suppressing one's own needs and emotions can lead to resentment, burnout, and even disrespect from others. It's crucial to find a balance where kindness doesn't come at the expense of your own well-being. Setting boundaries is one of the most important things you can do for yourself. It helps you maintain your mental and emotional well-being. It's about teaching people how to treat you. It's about communicating your needs and limits clearly and assertively. It's not selfish, it's self-care. Start by identifying the areas where you feel taken advantage of or overwhelmed. Maybe you're always the one who says yes to extra work, even when you're already swamped. Maybe you're constantly lending money to someone who never pays you back, leaving you financially strained. Once you know your triggers, you can start setting some limits. Create a plan to address these situations. This might mean saying no more often, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. It might mean having difficult conversations with people you love, explaining why you need these boundaries. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but it will be worth it. Over time, you'll notice a positive change in your relationships and overall well-being. Remember, you deserve to be treated with respect. You deserve to have your needs met. You deserve to be happy. And you don't have to be unkind to set boundaries. In fact, the kindest thing you can do for yourself and others is to be true to yourself. When you are clear about your limits, you can give freely from a place of love and abundance. You are no longer giving out of obligation or fear. You are giving because you want to, not because you have to. And that is the most beautiful kind of kindness there is.